These are 15 Jack Ma quotes that will inspire you to become a better entrepreneur. And if you're not an entrepreneur, then these quotes will still motivate you to achieve your goals in life. And the last quote from Jack Ma is going to surprise you. Number 1, never give up. Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. Never give up. You may feel like giving up, but if you do, then your problems will be solved only for a short period of time. But if you keep pushing forward and don't give up, then your problems will eventually get solved. It will rain if it's sunny. What I mean by this is that when things are going bad, you must know how to endure through difficult times. No matter how bad things get, they cannot get much worse than this. So just hold on. And whenever things get better, you will realize that this moment was worth waiting for. No. 2. If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. Don't give up. Not giving up means you still have a chance at success. But once you give up, your chances of success vanish into thin air. Always remember that giving up is the ultimate failure. One of my favorite quotes from Jack Ma. No. 3. Opportunities lie in the place where the complaints are. The reason why most people fail to identify opportunities is because they spend all their time complaining about problems. I've realized that people who complain about problems, they tend to see them everywhere. They attract problems like magnets. But people who are looking for solutions, they tend to find opportunities everywhere. So if you want to be successful in life, stop complaining about problems. Start trying to solve them. This is what separates winners from losers. No. 4. If you want to be successful, learn from the mistakes of other people, not from the success stories. You can learn a lot from studying other people's success stories. But what I truly recommend is that you study the failure stories of others. Learn from their mistakes. That way you will avoid making those same mistakes. Plus, it's much easier to learn from the failure stories of others rather than emulating their success. No. 5. Your attitude is more important than your capabilities. Similarly, your decision is more important than your capabilities. Your attitude and decisions shape your future. If your attitude towards work is lazy, then even if you are capable, you won't succeed. On the contrary, if you have a positive mindset, then even if you lack skills, you will be able to make progress. Also, the decisions you make determine your fate. If you make bad decisions, then your life will become miserable. However, if you make smart and logical decisions, then your life will get better. No. 6. Help young people. Help small guys. Because small guys will be big. Young people will have the seeds you bury in their minds, and when they grow up, they will change the world. Jack Ma is talking about investing in the next generation. The youth will be the leaders of tomorrow. So instead of competing with them, why not help them? That way, you can secure your legacy in the world. Also, when you invest in young people, you are paying it forward. This will inspire them to also invest in the next generation. And so this kindness will continue on forever. No. 7. We are never short of money. We lack people with dreams who can die for those dreams. Money is not the root cause of all evil. In fact, it is greed that is the root cause of all evil. Money is like water. A little bit of water is necessary for survival, but too much of it will drown you. What we lack in this world are people with dreams. If we had more people who had dreams and were willing to die for those dreams, then the world would be a much better place to live in. No. 8. If you want to grow, find a good opportunity. If you want to be a great company, think about social problems you could solve. Jack Ma is giving 2 pieces of advice here. First, if you want to grow as an individual, then look for opportunities. Opportunities are like land in desert. They are scattered, far apart, and hidden. If you want to grow, then you need to go out there and find opportunities. And secondly, if you want to build a great company, then don't focus on profits. Rather, you should focus on solving social problems. You might ask, how will we make profits by solving social problems? Well, let me tell you, it's actually quite easy. Let me explain this with the example of Google. When Google was founded, its primary goal was to solve the problem of searching information on the internet. Now, did Google think about profits when it was founded? Well, I don't know. But what I can tell you is that Google is now the biggest advertising agency in the world. Today, Google is a trillion-dollar company, and yet they are solving the same problem they were solving back in the day. This is how you build a great company. No. 9. Don't try to be the best. Be the first. Be the first to change. Be the first to challenge. And be the first to overcome difficulties. Being the first is 1,000 times better than being the best. Let me ask you a question. How many people know the name of the second largest company in the world? I'm sure not many people know. But everyone knows the name of the largest company in the world, Apple. Why? Because Apple was the first. Similarly, everyone knows the name of the first search engine, Google. However, few people know the names of the other search engines. Why? Again, because Google was the first. So if you really want to succeed in life, then try to be the first in whatever you do. This will make you stand out. Number 10. A leader should never complain. If you complain, no one will follow you. Leaders are supposed to solve problems. If you are a leader and you are complaining about problems, then it's obvious that you don't have any solutions. So nobody will follow you. The role of a leader is to be optimistic. Yes, you will face a lot of hardships on the journey of entrepreneurship. It's a bumpy ride, but if you start complaining, then your employees will also start complaining. And soon, this will turn into a toxic environment. Number 11. The very important thing you should have is patience. Jack Ma is emphasizing the importance of patience. Patience is important for everyone. Whether you are an employee or an employer, you must know how to be patient. Life doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Sometimes you will have to wait for months or years before your success. But if you don't lose patience and keep moving forward, then eventually your time will come. No. 12. We appreciate yesterday, but we are looking for a better tomorrow. Most people live in the past. They either regret the past or live in nostalgia. There is nothing wrong with appreciating the past, but if you want to succeed in life, then you must keep your eyes on the future. As entrepreneurs, our goal should always be to create a better tomorrow. So never waste your time living in the past. Instead, look for ways to improve yourself. Number 13, before you're 30, follow somebody. Go to a small company. Learn passion. Learn to dream. Jack Ma is giving some sound advice here. He is telling you to follow someone when you are young. The reason why he is emphasizing the word young is because once you grow old, you lose passion. You become satisfied with what you have. And when you become satisfied, that's when you lose your drive to pursue new things. The best time to follow someone is when you are young. Also, you should join a small company. Big companies are full of politics. Small companies are filled with passion. In politics, you will end up getting lost. But in a passionate environment, you will be inspired. You will learn how to be passionate. You will learn how to dream. No. 14. When people think too highly of you, you have the responsibility to calm down and be yourself. Jack Ma is pointing out something very important here. If people look up to you, then you must stay humble. Don't let fame or status get into your head. Otherwise, you will lose the love and respect of people. Stay humble. No. 15. We are never in lack of money. We are in lack of people with dreams and people who can die for dreams. Jack Ma emphasizes that we are not short of money. In fact, there is more than enough money for everyone. We are lacking people with dreams. Let me ask you a question. What is the purpose of all this money? It's not for people to hoard. Rather, it's meant to be spent. It's meant to fulfill people's dreams. The real problem in this world is that we are short of people with dreams, and people who are willing to die for those dreams. That's all for today. Comment below which Jack Ma quote was your favorite. Also, don't forget to check out the motivational playlist. Thanks for watching.